Hello everybody, Zeidoktor here, and this episode of Typical Manga Review will be centered on My Hero Academia, chapter 143. Come on, Rappa, let's have ourselves a match. Sorry, I had to get the drop down to get the full title. I forgot it was quite that long. But this being an action fight chapter, we are picking up right where we left off before. Rappa, the plague mask wearing brawler, is inside of a barrier by the other plague mask Shinigami guy. I think we'll get his name this chapter, I forget offhand. And Fat Gum is there kind of smoking from the pure force of impact. Rappa, meanwhile, is just having a great old time. Like, things are getting real fun. Take this thing down, 10 guy, and don't use it again. I never needed a barrier to begin with. This presumably 10 guy is our Shinigami's name. Do not drown yourself in your own selfish desires. Forget not the orders of our master Overhaul. This matchup favors us. By combining our forces, we can be sure to dispose of them. He responds by actually attacking 10 guy. What is the meaning of this, you battleman buffoon? This whole combo thing is something Overhaul over there forced on us. Do as you please. That is, if you can dispose of them like that. And his name is not Overhaul. You refer to our master as Overhaul. So you do get it. It's a good little set-in, he says as the barrier drops. Fat Gum takes note of this conversation, but he can't react before he gets scatlinged again. Damn it, it's just no use standing by to see what I can do. He's too fast. The second he comes into range, it's impossible to dodge him. And to add to that, he's packing such a giant wallop that he's dealing damage to me. And I've got an absorption quirk. If it goes on like this, he'll just keep chipping away at me till the end of time. Plus, despite that little squabble between the two of them just now, there ain't no doubt he'll put up a barrier once it starts looking dicey for him. I feel like bumping a steel wall. Way too tough for me to for my power level to put a dent in it. If I don't do something about him, then we ain't got no way to win. And I know what I said before, but Kirishima taking a hell of a beating himself. Guess there's really nothing else for it. If I don't pull this off, I won't make it out alive, but I used to be a fighter, and now he's actually speaking out loud to Rappa. I used to be a fighter too, scrapper like you. So, which'll happen first? Your arms give out, or I reach my limit taking those punches? Said it yourself, didn't ya? Oh, Rappa pal. It's been ages for me too since a flurry of punch worked on me. Which'll come out stronger, the spear or the shield? Come on, let's have ourselves a match. You and me, Rappa. If I don't do this, then I'll bite it for sure. I knew you'd be good for it. Good Betty. 10 guy, don't you dare. I won't. Damn straight. I'm surrounded by quality people. And I start brawling again. Kirishima's watching this, seeing Fat Gum just take punch after punch. And like, Fat, he's taking those hits from me. Even though there's no way he can withstand it for long. What am I doing? I was riding high thinking I'd gotten strong, so I jumped into the fray. But the super form I was so proud of got smashed like it was nothing. And now I'm nothing but a liability to him. And as he's watching this guy just pummel Fat Gum, he has a moment of Kirishima has a Red Right has a moment of panic. I can't, this guy's hits freaking hurt. And he's only ratcheting it up in the high gear. If I ain't wrong, then this won't cut it. Oh, I guess that was Fat Gum. Alright. Don't disappoint me now, Fatty. For my sake, stay on your feet. I'm just starting to warm up here. Kirishima's saying that do something. There's got to be something I can do now. Fat Gum's gonna die if you don't, and it'll be your fault. Is there nothing you can do, you useless bastard? Is there nothing you can do when your armor's down? Is there seriously nothing you can do? 10 guys watching this and like, that boy, your team can't go on. Those eyes are tinged with fear. It's sad, really. There'll be no getting back on his feet if he's already in such a sorry state. Meanwhile, Fat Gum's thinking to himself, it's not much longer now. You gotta be shitting me. Please tell me you can keep going. That Fat Gum's thinking, they may think of me as a shield, but when the chips are down and it's life or death, I absorbed every hit you laid on me, and all those shocks have sunk into my body. Keeping all that force inside me takes loads of energy and burns my defense fat like nothing else. So my defense gets thinner and thinner, but the impact I stocked up can be unleashed as a spear, and I'll break any shield. Rappa, he's clearly plotting something. You must desist, quickly. That's how it ought to go, anyway. But he's chipped away at my defense fat even more than I'd have guessed. I can't release the same amount of damage that I stockpiled. You got me on the edge of my seat. Show me, are you alive or ain't ya? And it almost looks like he's screaming so big, loudly and bigly that... Oh god, I just said bigly, didn't I? He's screaming so loud that he's actually ripping his mask. At this point, a flurry punch jumps through, but Kirishima Red Riot jumps in the way. Once again in unbreakable mode. Like at this point he's like, Red! What? And this time, Red Riot does not go flying. He actually stays put and manages to take it. You stood it? Thought I just blasted him away earlier? And you can actually see a big old smile on Rappa's face as it's happening. The instant I broke it, I just hardened again. That's what Kirishima is thinking. You're excellent! You're excellent! Rappa's screaming. And Red Riot's just doing it as much as possible, but as soon as he can actually try and throw a punch, Tengai jumps in again and barriers between them. You didn't! Of course I would. But there wasn't even a point. The weight of options before my barricade, he can only fall. Oh, there was a point, alright. At this point, we hear it's Fat Gum. I never expected you'd be protecting me. Sorry I didn't say it sooner, but thanks, buddy. You made a damn fine spear. And we see Fat Gum, who I can only describe using a foreign post as hot as fuck. Much skinnier, much buffer, and ready to throw a massive punch right at our bad guys here. And that is where the chapter ends. This is an action-heavy chapter, but also like some good development all the way around here. We got our Blood Knight Rappa. He's like Kenpachi in a lot of ways. We also have Tengai. That's what Tengai who's perfectly willing to just like screw honor, screw battles to get the job done. In fact, I'm catching on to all of this, and provoke Rappa into a fight, and also prepping to attack in such a way that it'll bust up the barrier when it does come up. Then we have Red Riot actually managing to get past his own panic and hesitation, actually come up with a one big fight. He's a bloody mess at this point, though. I wonder if that's his problem with overusing his quirk. So, I'm expecting next chapter will probably be the thing that wraps up this fight, or makes at least a big dent in the bad guy numbers here. So, art style-wise, we got some good ones here. Let's see here. Nice little double page spread where Red Riot jumps out in front of Rappa. So you see all the motion blurs of all the flurry of punches while he's just standing there, clear as day, which is actually a nice little touch, I think. I'm not usually one to notice that stuff, but neat. Listen, I'm gonna back it to you. I'm wondering, did this guy actually tear his mask open, screaming so loud? That's what it looks like. Yes, he did, because you can actually see an earlier page that's like fully attached. Huh. Neat. Gotta make a note of that later. But I do have a small issue with the fact that Fat Gum's super attack takes away his fat. I don't know, it's like he's a fat hero. Let him be a fat hero. But at the same time, at least it kind of justifies it because he's still using the fat for his attack. So, and presumably his quirk will put it right back as soon as he's able to store enough of it. So, I don't know. It seems like a cheat, but at the same time, I'm for it. I don't mind it. So the question kind of puzzling me is that whole flurry of punches thing Rappa's quirk, or is he just that tough and he's got a whole other quirk ready to use? I guess that's gonna have to wait for next week, though. Like I said, I wonder if we'll get a Fat Gum origin or Fat Gum flashback coming up here next chapter or two. That'd be neat to see. Doesn't have to be anything big like we got with Sun Eater, just maybe a few flashbacks of his life growing up or something. But still, I do like how he is like a pretty good mentor for Kirishima. He really is. And Red Riot too, and Sun Eater too, to a point, for different reasons. So I think I'm good to go on this one. I'm going to go ahead and call out the review here. I'm sorry I'm keeping them quick this week. Just time constraints and such kind of getting in the way. Until next week, though, I do want to wish you all a good week. Happy 4th of July for those of you in the States. And until then, see you later and bye-bye.